Hey there, single lady. Welcome to Single Over 30 vlog. I'm Shana Schutte, author, speaker, and dating and relationship coach. All right, so I want to just have a frank conversation today about soulmates and that one person that's out there for you. All right, so we hear this a lot, right? That there's one person for me, there's a soulmate out there for me, and when I meet that person, I'm just going to know it. All right, so I have a few questions about that and a few problems that soulmates and this one person can bring up in our lives and in our relationship lives and make us really miss it. But before I talk about those problems, I want to talk to you about I get it, right? I understand, like, we want to be connected to someone. We want to know that there's this special person who is just for us, and we want to feel connected to them, and we want to be loved and all that stuff, which is totally awesome. But here's a problem or problems with this whole soulmate thing or the idea that there being one person out there for you. The first of all is it's subjective. So if I think a soulmate and how you tell if someone's a soulmate is based off of X, Y, and Z, someone else is A, B, C, right? We don't even know what it means. It's so subjective. It's based off of our emotions. And because it's based off our emotions, it can cause problems later on in the relationship. Because when we hear about soulmates too, what we hear is that I met this person and I immediately knew that they were my soulmate, or I immediately knew that this person was the one right person for me, right? So it's subjective. So it can cause problems later on in the relationship when maybe we don't feel as connected to that person, or we don't feel like it's so soulmate-ish between us anymore. Now all of a sudden we're thinking, oh my gosh, I missed it. Like, I'm not supposed to be with this person. I'm supposed to be with someone else. And there are people who get married off of this soulmate premise. And then later on down the line, they go, oh my gosh, I'm married to the wrong person. This is not my soulmate. And then they get divorced thinking that this other person is not enough. And then they cast them aside and then they go looking for their soulmate, right? Leaning on subjective emotions like this can be really, really dangerous because we're not even sure how to define it, right? It's just something that we feel. And because it's something that we feel, emotions come and go. So, in short, believing in soulmates based off of an emotion can cause us to lose our objectivity. It can also cause us to overlook red flags. I can't tell you how many women, single women I have coached who have told me they met a man, they just knew this one guy was the right guy for them. This one guy was their soul mate. And they just knew that they were supposed to marry him. So because it's based off of emotions, right? Because we're using emotions to prove that this person's right for us. They rush into relationship and then later on they realize, oh my gosh, this person isn't a good match for me. Maybe this guy is even a red flag man. Like he's not going to ever be good to me or for me. But because I was leaning on my feelings, I got duped. Now, I don't want that to happen to you. I heard a really great quote. It was saying that emotions are like children. It's okay to let them get in the car with you, but do not let them drive. I thought that was awesome, right? It's not that relationships don't have emotion in them, and it's not that they can't have positive, good feelings. It's just that we don't want to lean on those. In fact, studies show that those positive, kind of euphoric feelings that exist in a relationship only last up to 3 years. And then after that period of time, what you're left with is the basis or the foundation of your relationship, which is going to be, respect and kindness and friendship and shared faith and your beliefs and your values, and you like to do the same things and whatever all that stuff is, all that good stuff that sticks, right? So instead of leaning on this idea of soulmates or this is the one person for me, which can't be qualified, we don't even know how to measure that. Look for character traits in somebody. Look for stuff that's going to last after 10, 20, 30 years has passed. Is this the kind of person that I could see myself building my life with? Because they're kind, they're respectful, they honor me, we like each other, all this kind of good stuff. So look for those things instead. Don't get caught up into all this emotional stuff. Again, you should really, really like the person that you end up marrying, but also look at the character traits. Don't get sucked into all this soulmate stuff. I've heard too many stories about women who have done that, and then they've, rushed into a relationship, and then later on they've really gotten their hearts broken. You deserve better than that, and you can date smart. All right, I hope this has been helpful, and I'll see you next time. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe. Then you'll be notified every time I put out a new video. And also head on over to singleover30.net and snag one of my free downloads off of the homepage. There's a really popular one on there called 8 Ways to Invite a Man to Pursue You. And once you get that thing, which is, I hope it's awesome and you love it, but once you get it, you'll be notified whenever I have a new class or a new free advice or post things on Facebook and all that good, fun, cool stuff. All right. I hope you're doing well. See you next time. Bye bye.